What's up, everybody? So today I'm going to show you guys a brand new card that I got from a fellow YouTuber, which is really awesome. You guys are going to want to stay tuned for that. But before I get into that, I just figured this would be a great opportunity to pay tribute to Derek Jeter, who was just the other day almost unanimously voted into the Hall of Fame. Some people that know that I'm a Yankee fan are like, "Are you angry that he didn't get 100% of the vote?" And while I do think it's annoying that one guy didn't vote for him for the Hall of Fame, I wasn't surprised at all. I didn't think he was going to get 100% of the vote. But if you put it into perspective, he got the highest percentage vote of any positional player in the history of the game. The only guy, obviously, that got more would be the Mariano Rivera, who got 100% of the vote. But in terms of positional players, higher percentage vote than Ruth, Gehrig, the list goes on and on. So it's really awesome how many people voted for the obvious that Jeter should be in the Hall of Fame. But I was looking back at, how Jeter has impacted my life, because I became a fan of the Yankees in the mid-'80s when they were absolutely terrible. It was like Don Mattingly and then guys like Steve Balboni and Mike Pagliarulo and Steve Sachs and Mel Hall and Jesse Barfield. And just went through, I was too young to remember 78 when they won the World Series or 81 when they were in the World Series. Like, all I remembered was like a really bad team in the late 80s. And then they started to get better in the 90s. And then, Mattingly retired after that series where they lost to the Mariners. That was the first time I've ever seen the Yankees in the playoffs. And then all of a sudden, this guy, Derek Jeter, comes along, the skinny guy from Chattanooga, comes on the team, goes on to win Rookie of the Year in '96, and then, you guys remember the rest. I mean, they win a World Series in '96, '98, '99, 2000. They're in the playoffs every single year, win another championship in 2009. And I got to be a part of that and kind of go from this guy that's like, kind of heard about the glory years of the Yankees to Derek Jeter coming along, and just all I know is winning and, the concept of tradition and, that we have to play for a championship every year. Like, that mindset completely changed when Derek Jeter came on board and was the obvious captain of the team. And it's really, the goals of the team have changed since he came on board. The goal is to win a championship, not to make the playoffs. But very lucky to have had a chance to watch him, and was there when at the last day at the old Yankee Stadium. He made an amazing speech. And then I was there at his last game at Yankee Stadium against the Orioles. What a game, man. It was a game that it was one of those weird things where it was supposed to rain that day. And one of my friends had invited me to the game, and we debated about whether we should even go to the game because the forecast was looking really, really bad. And if anybody, parking at Yankee Stadium is expensive. So we get to the game, and of course, as you could always imagine, the skies part. It actually turned out to be a beautiful night because it's Derek Jeter's last game, of course. And I can understand why people were on the internet saying this was all fixed because it was so ridiculous. It was his last game, at Yankee Stadium. The Yankees are up by 3 runs going into the top of the 9th. And David Robertson, who went on to win 39 games in 2014, blows a 3-run lead in the top of the 9th inning. And then, of course, Derek Jeter is up third. And I think it was Jose Perella. I think he got on first, and then Gardner bunted him over to second. And, of course, up comes Jeter. And it was just like, something from this, a storybook. And he hits the ball, of course, patented single to right field. Perella scores, and the Yankees win. It was unbelievable. And here's a video of that. I was actually at the game. Fantastic seats. Here's a quick video of that. So there you have it, guys. That was the video. It's obviously I was very excited to be a part of that moment. I had such good seats that Jimmy Fallon was sitting a couple rows in front of me. I remember giving him a high five as he walked out of the building. But anyway, really, really cool moment. But I figured I'd show my top 10 Jeter cards. But before I get to that, I figured I'd show you guys the other guy that got in with Jeter, which is Larry Walker. I actually have 2 of these cards off with PSA right now. I'm hoping one of them I think has a chance at a PSA 10, which I saw these cards in a PSA 10 are going for as much as $200 right now. I think one might have a chance at a 10, the other one probably a 9. I didn't submit this one because it's a little off left to right, but a really nice card, the 90 Leaf. Then you have the 90 Topps Larry Walker, the 90 Donruss Larry Walker, another one, and another one. Now, I might have more Larry Walkers. Here's the upper deck, but couldn't dig them all up. Those are the ones that I was able to find. Now, in terms of Jeter cards, I have these cards in the background, but the weird thing about Jeter is like the 93, 94 is when I kind of stopped collecting, and I was in high school and was focusing on other things, so I don't have like a crazy Jeter collection. But here are the cards that I have. So this is or at least the ones I was able to dig up. Postseason Heroes. Not sure which World Series this is. This is the 2000 World Series. Another Postseason Heroes, Derek Jeter card. It's a cool looking Allen and Ginter. Fleer Ultra. Now these are not in my top 10. I figured I'd just show these off real quick. This is a patch card. I think I got this as part of a set. Derek Jeter patch. 2001. So this is when he became Mr. November. It's a really awesome moment. And this is some sort of commemorative All-Star Rookie Cup card. This is the 2002 Topps Jeter. The MVP card. These are cool. The Topps Finest cards. It's like a cutout there. Then I have this Bowman Chrome and then the Gold, which is kind of a neat looking card there. Like this, Timeless Talents of Ripken and Jeter. And then these 2 Jeter cards. Really cool. I've thought about submitting this a couple of times because I think it looks really nice to PSA. And then the cards in the background. And all right, so on to my top 10 Jeter cards. So I'm going to start off, and I had to, like I said, my Jeter collection's not as impressive as maybe you'd think. Like I ended up putting this at number 10 just because I was just talking about it. This is my the moment when he hit that walk-off single against Baltimore in 2014. So both of these cards kind of commemorate that moment, and I just love this card. This is the 2015 Topps card, and it has his entire career on there. So I figured I'd put that at number 10. So that's number 10. At number 9 is the Score Select card. So this was... It's funny because both of these cards are in terrible condition. And like I said, this is sort of like near the end of my collecting career for a while. At least, hiatus began around 93, 94. But the funny thing is, if I pulled this out of a box in 1993, Jeter didn't play until 1995. He played about like 50 games in 1990, or 50 at-bats in 1995. And his first true season was not until 1996. So I think it's interesting that there's so many 93 cards of Derek Jeter because he didn't actually play in the major leagues until 95, and his rookie year wasn't until 96. But that's at number 9. At number 8 is this really cool orange refractor, and I just love this card because it's the Derek Jeter. He made a living out of making that play from shortstop where he jumps in the air and throws out the guy at first. Unfortunately, it came back as a PSA 7. At number 7 is this 93 Topps Derek Jeter. And this is a little sneak peek at what might be the number 1 card that you guys will see in a second. At number 6 is this 2013 Topps Chrome Purple Refractor. Really, really like this card. Really nice shine. Love the purple. At number 5, my top 5 is pretty good. So I got 2007 Topps. So this is the Jeter, the Bush Mantle card. And love this card. It's got Mantle there. And you see George W. Bush. And I've said many times, I can't believe that this is not a more popular card than it's in a PSA 10. And plus, you know, the black borders always makes things difficult to grade. So this is my number 5 Jeter card. At number 4, I wish I had this in a better grade, but for now, it's what I'll have to live with, is the 93 SP. This is in a 7.5. The cool thing is that the centering on this is a 10, which is why I probably won't ever cross it over to PSA, because PSA will probably give it a 7 or something like that. But the cool thing on this is the subgrade of getting that perfect Gem Mint 10 centering. So really cool card. Maybe one day I'll get the SP version in a higher grade. At number 3, this is a card that I picked up in July of last year. The 93 Stadium Club Derek Jeter Murphy, in a PSA 10. And really one of my favorite cards of Derek Jeter. Look how young he looks in that picture. I think Filmington is the one that kind of pushed me to get this card, because he was showing off. I think he had a copy of this card in a PSA 10. So I decided I needed it too. So that is at number 3. At number 2, now this may be more valuable than the card I have at number 1, but I decided to put it at number 2 for now, just for today. This is the Superfractor. This card is insane. 2012 Bowman Chrome. It's really hard to know how valuable these Superfractors are, because they're literally a 1 of 1. But man, oh man, look at this card is such a beauty. And I remember when Houdini pulled this out of a pack, and I remember thinking, man, that card is beautiful. And when it came up on eBay, I was like, okay, gotta get a copy of that. So there you have number 2. And at number 1, without further ado, this is the brand new card that I picked up off of B. Roth 6. This is the 93 Topps Gold Derek Jeter in a PSA 10. And what a beauty this card is. It really, really is nice. And yeah, here's the back. Brian pulled this out of a pack from the Rookie Explosion box.
If we happen to pull a Jeter. Some of these are backwards. Oh my, oh! Oh my God! Oh, come on! Oh my God! Wow! Whoa! Oh my God! Hold on.
And it came back as a PSA 10, and so we made a deal, and he was willing to sell it. He's more of a Hank Greenberg collector. It didn't really fit in with his collection, and he was willing to sell it, and I was very happy to purchase it because this card is gorgeous. And this was on a very short wish list, and finally got my hands on the 93 Topps Gold Derek Jeter. So there you have it, guys. That's my top 10, and a little tribute to my man, Derek Jeter. And congrats to Derek Jeter, to Larry Walker, to Ted Simmons, to Marvin Miller, all the guys that made it into the Hall of Fame this year. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video as usual. Sorry I went on a little long, but all these tribute videos, you got a lot, I have a lot to say. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will talk to you later. Peace.